Welcome to WagerTalk TV. Guys, I'm Kelly Stewart, and it's been a long time since the Don Best days. To the right of me, Kenny White at KWhitey Vegas. Kenny has taught me so much in this industry, you guys. Long story short, I used to bug him in his office, Todd Furman, everybody back in the day, and they always wanted to preach about power ratings. And I never quite got the grasp of it. And Kenny's like, here, let me just help you. Well, now Kenny's going to help you guys because he put out this basically a phone book of college football power ratings. And I'm a tangible person. He also has a digital file, but I was like, please bring me a hard copy. So, of course, I immediately opened up to Kansas State here. And we started talking about some different things. So, Kenny, first of all, why? Why did you spend all this time and energy to put out this amazing catalog of power ratings for college football?
Great question, Kelly. For years, I've been telling people that I rate every player on every team. And it's like some people are like, does he really? Come on. Nobody,
well, I know you
do. Nobody
does.
does that. And then by me telling people this for the past 20, 25 years, people are getting closer to it. Replacement values out there, and people, I think, are coming closer. More numbers guys in the business. So I thought, you know what? It's about time I jump out there before they get there, show what I do, and I think just bringing betting out to the forefront. You know, I wanted to teach people how to make a line. And a friend of mine said that to me last year. We were watching the games like, what makes you better than me? I watch every game and I know about every team. I bet 500 a game. Why are you better than me? So I started showing him what I do, and he was like, I know absolutely nothing compared to what you do. So I wanted to show everybody how to make a line, make your own line, show you how to make a total. So anybody with this book can make a line, make a total, adjust your ratings, and you can make lines and win money every week.
Yeah, we did a Betting 101 video earlier this summer, and it started with, hey, if you don't know how to make your own line, start with someone else's. So this is a huge tool to help you guys out there really start to make your own lines. Okay, so let's use Kansas State, for example, right? So you have Skylar Thompson. You have him rated as a 4. As a Kansas State fan, I'm pretty happy to see. Season win total's 5, 5.5, some spots. You have them at 6. So this is something where you can also use to your advantage maybe against the sports books and say, hey, you know, Kenny's got this team winning 6.4 games. So if you're only laying 5.5 in the sports book, is that something that's maybe worth a quantitative play?
There's value there, yeah. 9/10 of a win's definite value. The book was meant to use the entire season. A lot of books, you read it, you're done with it. This book's meant to use all year. I've got where you can fill in the scores, the lines. I'm saying change the ratings. You know, I've told people for weeks now, if you don't like the rating I have, go ahead and change it. If you think the team's better than what I have them, change it. If you think they're worse than what I have them, lower them. Their average rating is 100. So you know, and this is good for people who also, they want to do the eyeball test. And they watch the game. They don't know how good the teams are. Their team's playing somebody and they have a great game and they're like, our team's great. Then I say, well, go to the book, see who they're playing. Oh, they were playing New Mexico, 87.5. They're well below average. So you know your team really wasn't that good. But if they beat somebody who was a 110, now you have something. You know your team was good. So this is good for the guys that like gals that like the eyeball test, and it's for people who want to crunch power ratings. This is also, I've always said the number crunchers are amazing with their math models, but they don't have a great starting point. I think my starting point is one of the best you're going to find in power ratings, beginning power ratings. So math guys are going to really love this book as well.
Okay, tell everybody where they can get the book, and then I have a couple more, far more important questions.
Very easy. KennyWhiteSports.com. I named it that so I could remember the name and where to get it at. Just so KennyWhiteSports.com. You can buy it there. We'll mail it out today. You can also get the ebooks. You'll have that in minutes after you sign up.
Okay, perfect. All right, I have to know, who is your number one bet on team this year, and who's your number one bet against team this year?
Great question. You know, and things are moving so fast. I think I had 25 win totals when this first came out.
Wow.
Since the book's come out, it's down to 6. 19 of the teams have moved my way. They were a point and a half off. The biggest difference I had was Michigan State. I went over 7 wins with them. I think they're up to 8.5
They are
over money now. That was my bet on team of the year. Their defense is outstanding. Returning senior quarterback experience, not great stats, but I think being a senior, I think it's a good coaching staff. Bet against team, boy, that's a tough question. Maybe it's New Mexico. They're just a weak team and they just have not.
Maybe UTEP again for the second year in a row.
Upgraded their program. We know UTEP's going to lose a lot of games. You know, that's a good question. I'd rather go with the teams, I guess, to bet on right now. I really haven't even looked at it that way. Maybe Wisconsin. That's one I'm going to throw out there.
Okay.
Wisconsin's a team I know I have rated lower. I think the polls just came out today. They're ranked 19th or 20th. I have them.
Which is very surprising.
I have them 32nd. Iowa's another team I'm down on. I have an under bet on Iowa. I have an under bet on Air Force. A lot of people think they're going to have a great year.
Okay.
They have their line back. They got a senior quarterback. They got 2 quarterbacks. I just think their schedule is going to be ridiculously tough this year. I think they win 5 games.
All right, great stuff from Kenny White, guys. Make sure you're giving him a follow at KWhitey Vegas on Twitter and KennyWhiteSports.com to get his massive power ratings book. WagerTalk TV users get $25 in wager bucks added to your account after the first purchase at either WagerTalk or SportsMemo.com.